So let's see.
So
I
where
gotta
were we day
record
wise?
this and turn up the volume for the backup. Wednesday, July 24th, 1844.
Okay.
Probably in the evening because I know I worked that day.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
most of you put in at least something of a day's work.
right.
So we'll probably begin around the end of the working day. So around 7 or 8 p.m. Some of you may have knocked off a little earlier. The nice thing, of course, is in July you get those long summer days.
Yeah.
So on the one hand, it's hot, and the stink doesn't get better in the warmer temperatures. It really doesn't.
Gets
High heat
worse.
does nothing for the piles of horse shit that don't get
Everywhere.
shoveled off the street as often as they should.
They're everywhere.
I mean, it dries them out though, right? They got to be a little bit better.
They don't
when
have time to dry out. More shit keeps getting added.
It just
Yeah,
keeps
there's a lot of horse shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horses.
Yeah.
All of them shit on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because that's what horses do.
So why don't the three of us
Trust me, I know.
go to Schleiman's,
Okay.
and then Graham and Josh's characters can go ahead and look for that publishing house, like off camera or next time or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know
So
Tracy and I are
you guys
useless as far as investigation most of the time, unless we're told exactly what to do.
So
Yeah.
you guys,
Well,
the three
I
of you
mean-
then.
My guy's smart,
You're
but
useless. Shut up.
The three of you are going up to the Schleiman household.
yeah.
Because remember, they live over a secondhand clothing store,
Yes.
which is owned by the brothers, who are now both gone.
And you know what?
Which
Let's leave it up to Mr. Tully whether he wants us to come in at all or not, or if he just wants to go in and talk. Either way, is fine, Sean.
Yeah, I would.
You're dressed nice. Me and Tracy are probably wearing slogs. So
Yeah, he would actually probably ask you all to stay out in the street.
okay, yeah, we'll wait on the street. Is there a bar nearby, Kevin? Of course
by
there is.
definition, yes.
Yeah, we will find a bar. We can stand near the door and we'll look at and keep an eye on the house, or on it's a shop with an apartment over it. Is what it is.
Yeah, it's very hard to find a block in the city that doesn't have at least one bar.
Sweet. I asked Mr. Tully for $1 for drinks.
I'll
we
give
wait.
him 2.
Ooh, I hand one over to Tracy, and we will. Now we're taking it easy, Tracy.
Also, only 4 or 5 then, huh?
Great.
Okay.
And we'll just
So
go
you
and
guys-
start like someplace we can stand in the bar where we can see the building. That's all.
And I'm trying to remember now. Like,
Oh.
I'm considered an alderman.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you represent one of the wards in the city common council. The two of you who are going to the bar, by the way, make yourself a luck roll to find an angle you can see the door from.
Oh, okay. We can each make a luck roll.
Yeah, whichever one, as long as one of you does.
33.
You'll get your choice of bars. The real issue is, can you find a place that's not occupied by another human that gives you a good angle on the door?
Yeah, I got a hard success. 33 out of 66.
No problem. You'll be able to find a place to stand that gives you guys a good angle on the door.
Awesome.
Because at this hour, some of those the bars are pretty crowded. It was possible that you go into a bar that's across the street and you can't stand near the door because that area is already occupied.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, if we're near the
I've
door.
also-
Way few people.
I've already actually spoken with this woman before.
You spoke with her briefly. Didn't get any information.
Yeah.
At all.
You bought some clothes and gave her more than she was asking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you kicked her a little extra money.
Yep.
If you've timed this right, you'll arrive around the time she's closing up.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice. Did
So
we?
basically slip in just as she's about to flip the sign to closed.
All right.
Many of the other businesses on the street are also closing or have closed. So those of you who are across the street in a bar, you grab
Makes
a place
sense.
near the door, and then you're going to constantly having to be sort of sidestepping as other people keep coming in.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've secured the location you guys want.
We can see the door.
Exactly. You've got a good
Always
angle.
within
And the
the
nice thing is
earshot.
the door never stays closed long because people are going in and out all the time.
Yeah, and if somebody starts screaming from over there, we'd be able to hear it.
You'll
Probably.
hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to get there quickly.
We got your back,
So-
Mr. Tully.
So Tully then slides into the shop. You'll find Miss Schleiman there. She's closing up. What she's doing is she's summing up the day's receipts.
All right.
So she's got a little box of cash. She's counting out coins and notes on the counter and recording everything in a notebook.
Miss Schleman, how are you today?
Mr. Tully, please come in. Would you turn the lock, please?
Absolutely.
She's
I'll
referring to
come in and
a deadbolt style lock.
yeah, and um, I I hope you are doing better than the last time we spoke.
Well, this can be expected, sir.
Um,
Just resilient. You have to be,
yeah, just
or lose your mind, one or the other.
as a man of of the people, I wanted to speak with you on if it's okay with exactly how your husband.
She sort of nods, like, you wouldn't believe me. Well, maybe you would. I mean, you've seen plenty of fires, right?
I have seen many fires, ma'am.
Well, I don't know how this one started. I know that Joshua had gone to his study, and that's not some place I would normally set foot. That was
All
his
right,
space.
all right.
So I was tidying up for bed, and I smelled something as if there was something cooking. So I went out to the kitchen, and I wondered if Jaime was fixing something. He shouldn't have been. But no, he was not. And the smell came from Joshua's study. So I admit I hesitated. It's his place. But then I did what I must, and I knocked, and there was no answer. And I listened close as I could. And it seemed to me that there was some kind of. I thought it was someone singing, but I think it was something worse. So I opened the door, and God help me, he was gone. There,
Uh,
the room smelled of smoke and cooked flesh,
yeah. Yes.
the kind that I sick to my stomach even to think of it, to say it. And he was laid on the floor amidst what I assume were Kabbalistic design. And there was little left. His clothing, a couple of books,
Books.
his slippers, little of the body, little of the man.
Yes. I
I'd never heard of a fire like that. But it was a fire for certain. It was still, the room was hot.
I've heard rumor of similar deaths recently. And the surviving family members or friends have said something about books. Do you know anything about the books that you say your husband died near?
No. This is where, actually, how much do you know about stuff like religion?
I mean, he's got some occult.
We could live with a cult here.
There's no religion skill.
But
what would you use for that?
Yeah, religion appears on the sheet for Regency, but not for.
Right. Would it be
not so much for this era?
Would it be an education of some kind? Maybe?
Could be a hard education, either a cult or education at hard.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Hard education.
Whichever's better.
It'd be easier for me to make a hard education than a hard occult. So,
Or just
Well, basically,
regular
either any success in occult or hard education.
okay. Still, education would be the easier one.
Okay.
Both would be a fail.
Okay. No, not sure.
I mean,
There's something that's
I
you're
know
missing
my
some-
religion.
Yeah, you're missing some element here that's either cultural or religious or something.
Yeah, it's
You do have at least. How many points do you have in occult?
She's Jewish.
35.
Okay, so she did mention something Kabbalistic. Kabbalah is some kind of Jewish mysticism. So at least 25 in occult, you know that Kabbalah is Jewish mysticism.
Okay.
I don't know much about it. It's not a thing you do.
No offense, ma'am. I am not familiar with the religion of you and your family.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to be.
But as an alderman, I should be. I should, educate myself more in the faith of the people I serve.
Well, that's a nice thing to say.
But yeah, there's been it seems there have been some similar deaths recently, and there have been some strange books involved. And
my husband's books were almost certainly strange by anybody's standards but his own.
yes. And,
I don't know a dime thing about it.
It's well, maybe he was trying to protect you from something. That would be what a husband should do, is protect his wife.
He was a good man.
Yes.
He would have done that if he could.
Yes.
He did that. Wait a moment. What did you want to know about his books?
I'm trying to connect because I can't in good conscience just fight fires. I feel I need to know why they happened and how we can better protect our neighborhoods.
So how would this have to do with the book? It wasn't his books that burned.
I don't know. It's just that
the lamp safe. He had a glass on his lamp.
Yeah, I have been told there have been similar circumstances for deaths as how your husband passed away, and that strange books have been recovered. And now you are saying he had books. I mean, it could just be books that he didn't want you to know about.
Oh, that's obvious. Yes, of course.
There could be nothing strange about them. They're just books that he preferred you not know.
Well, that's as it should be.
But
if there's a particular one you're looking for, I might be able to help you there if you knew what book in particular you were hoping to find.
What were the name of those books?
One was in Dutch.
Yeah, there was.
I'll say
that.
What was the one we found in the firehouse?
There was a book. There was a book in Dutch, I do believe.
I think that was the history of Manhattan.
Okay.
Wasn't that the one that was stolen from what's his name's apartment?
The one that appeared in all three cases, or two that we're aware of, was the Grimoire. We don't have a title for it.
And that's a Latin. That was in Latin.
In Latin.
That was it. It had a bunch of pictures of like.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I would know that. It's like
we don't know the title. That one doesn't appear to have a title, though.
Right.
Yeah. By chance,
it does have a title. We haven't seen it.
Did your husband speak Dutch or Latin?
I don't know. Hold on. I can help you there. And she will call her son and ask him if his father had any books in Latin. And he will tell you in short that yes, he did.
Oh, he was.
Hyman doesn't read Latin, but he knows his father did, and he was planning. He is going to study it probably in the next 2 or 3 years.
Oh,
In other words, he intends to include. That's if he gets to go to the school he wants to. He will learn Latin at that age. When he's a teenager.
Well, a very well-educated tailor, then.
Well, of course. And his mother will point out proudly that it's 2 years to his bar mitzvah. Of course, he's well educated. If you had any idea what that means, this would matter.
Yeah.
Probably. What? For my information, what age is your bar mitzvah? Because you know what, I don't even know.
13.
It is 13. That's what I was guessing.
Yeah. And theoretically, to be bar mitzvahed, you have to. Oh, here's one of our missing. You have to read from the sacred books. In other words, learning to read Hebrew is part of the education for a bar mitzvah.
Correct.
So of course, this boy's 11, and he already knows has learned to read Hebrew.
Yeah, and now he's potentially going to learn to read Latin.
He wants to learn that in school when he gets there.
Yes.
He knows that his dad had a book in Latin, at least one. He doesn't read that at the present, though. He's not sure if his dad knew Dutch. He doesn't know it. He doesn't recall seeing any texts in Dutch.
Josh.
Most of his father's collection is in Hebrew.
Yeah.
With a few books in German and English, and that one, now that you mention it, the one in Latin.
Okay.
He's only aware of one book in Latin.
Do you happen to recall which fire company was the ones that responded?
That they both remember. It was Company 6, Neptune. They were the first here. Like, this isn't even their jurisdiction, is it?
I do not believe it is. How quickly would you say they got here to when the alarms went up?
Reasonably, I suppose. The truth is that she didn't set an alarm right away because she didn't know what the hell to do.
Yes.
The fire doesn't appear to be spreading. Her husband was dead. She thought about it for a bit, and then it's like, wait, okay, I suppose I should summon a fire company.
Yes.
Like, what do you do under those circumstances? The fire wasn't threatening anything else. It's like, oh, wait, you know what? It might. Okay, you know what? Call the fire department.
Yes. Yeah, it's no, you did the right call.
And Jaime will admit in that moment that actually the fire department was not the first people they called.
Oh.
Nope. The first person that his mom sent him to find was the rabbi. And then it occurred to her, okay, first, he's dead. Summon a religious figure. Wait, there's a fire. Also call the fire department.
Yes.
If she wasn't thinking super rationally, well, would you?
I've met a few rabbis, and I would understand why you would call them first.
Yeah. So that was the first place he went. And then to call the fire department.
Yes. The books that were near his body. What has become of them?
Oh, I put them back where they belonged. Although I don't recall where that Latin book was. Now that you mention it.
Oh.
I know he had a special spot for it, I think, but I don't remember seeing it in that spot. I think. I'm not actually sure. I didn't put it away, but I hadn't given it much thought because, well, I put away what was nearby. Reshelved that which mattered. Made sure everything was undamaged or, as undamaged as possible.
Yes. Was your husband a member of any social clubs at all?
Beyond the synagogue, no.
Okay. But besides myself, has anyone else, political representative or just in general, been asking about your husband's death outside of, your close personal friends?
No, you're the only. I think.
That is a shame. When someone of our city dies, there should be more care about it.
Well, I mean, the community was here, and there was a shiva,
Uh,
but no, none of the political figures came.
well,
It was organized by Rabbi Spellman. He's a good man.
I've not met him, but I will make a point of speaking with him in the future.
He's a good guy.
I will say while I am not myself Jewish, all the rabbis I have myself spoken with seem to be upright gentlemen.
And how many is that?
I've a handful.
Understood, of course. I joke.
And
Fast talk.
muted, but I can't
Fast talk, Sean. Fast talk.
No, as an alderman, he talks to everybody.
You've talked to people. You. I don't think you could name more than maybe one rabbi you've spoken to.
He can't name any of them. He might be able to have talked to them, but he doesn't remember any of their names.
Yes, he's spoken with many people. He's shaken many hands.
Yeah, you've talked to a lot of people. Some of them are religious community leaders who you
Correct.
don't really remember well.
He's kissed many
But
babies.
They seem like decent people, and then 5 seconds it took to shake their hand.
Correct.
I'm just giving you shit, Sean.
They weren't
Tully's
spitting on me, so yeah.
No, and what you'll learn is they're members of a synagogue that calls itself Bethel.
Okay.
Which is located up on Walker Street. So it's a couple of blocks away. About 3 blocks. It's about 3 blocks away.
Well,
and Rabbi Spellman operates from there. He's the primary officiant at Synagogue Bethel.
Well, ma'am, I do appreciate your time. I know you are trying to close.
Thank you.
I do think in the next day or two, I think my wife and my children could use some nice new clothes. So I think I will send some information with their sizes for you.
That would be appreciated. Take care.
Yes, you have
and thank you.
Yes, you have a good evening.
Yeah. I mean, you've done okay here. I mean, it's you're extending a little more condolence to someone who's been through some really awful shit.
Yep, and she's not in my neighborhood.
Yeah, no, she's coping as best she can.
Yeah.
It'll probably be well after the fact that someone maybe will explain why she wouldn't tell you about the books.
Yeah.
It's gendered.
It's what?
It's gendered. In a lot of traditional Jewish communities, scholarship is required of men.
Yeah,
and generally discouraged in women.
Yeah, blocked from women.
I didn't know that.
So, like the bat mitzvah, which is for girls, is much more modern. But if you're male and Jewish, you are expected to learn to read Hebrew, whatever your native language is.
Yeah.
It's a liturgical language. Whereas if you're female in Hebrew, nobody will go out of their way to teach you that.
You need to know how to clean, cook, and care for children.
They will. If you're lucky, you might learn it, but no one expects you to do so.
I just realized something. We broke into this lady's house, and then the next day or two, she got the mezuzah back in the mail, and it said like "whoops" or something stupid that Graham said back to her
because you guys stole it.
Because we stole it by accident. I forgot all about that. So this lady's been having a rough week.
Yeah. And Kabbalah in particular was often hostile to female students. So that's the point, is that from her perspective, the study where her husband does Kabbalah is a place for men only.
Yep.
Which is why I notice her son knows, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
He's 11. He knows more about it than she does.
Yep.
Hey, Josh.
Hey.
There he is.
Hey. And we have everybody.
It's like
All right.
where I was just about to ask you where Graham was, and he magically appeared, just like
Great time for me to step away and go pee.
Go pee.
I'm so
So
sorry.
you guys were
That's
hanging
okay.
out at the bar watching this, and I believe the plan was for the two of you who've just arrived to go visit Fishman's, the publisher.
Yeah.
And they're the publisher of that supernatural book in English that I found, Graham, by the way. Not the Dutch book or any of the others.
Mm-hmm.
Now we also raise the possibility that a copy of that Latin grimoire was you saw the empty hiding space. Oh no, that was the other one. You didn't see the hiding.
No, we found the one they stole from the dude that had it in the wardrobe cupboard.
That was the hiding space
drawer.
Yeah. So now we know that Joshua Schleiman,
his is gone too. It looks like
his is probably gone too. His son did not find it,
but it was not in with the others, with the other books that we found at all.
Yeah, no, but so it's possible they stole his too.
Yeah, I wonder what they did with that one. Why didn't they put it with the rest?
Mm-hmm. And if that one, if they took Schleiman's,
they still
then where is it?
Son of a bitch.
What can that one do?
Same thing as the other two. It's
the
it's
two
written
copies
in Latin.
You've seen are identical.
It's written in Latin. It has a bunch of pictures of pentagrams and various summoning circles and stuff like that. We have not translated it at all yet, really. I don't think.
Oh,
and it's not. Neither one of those two were annotated.
I believe Mr. Tully did some reading of it, and was convinced that it's a manual for contacting supernatural beings.
Yeah, angels. You can call it angels or call it devils.
Angels or devils.
Oh, okay.
That he believes that if you believe that sort of thing, it's instructions for how to make these sigils and signs, and what to do. And if you do these things, supposedly a supernatural being will appear and communicate with you.
This is a printed book, right? The Latin book is printed. It's not printed, a manuscript.
But it's printed, but it has no title page or print indicator or indication
copyright or anything like that.
So this was good bet. I mean, none of you are experts on books.
No.
But good bet. This was printed privately.
Right. It's a limited number.
Somebody with their own printing press did it, not someone who makes a living printing books.
And Neptune we found this out. We found all this out, Graham. Neptune Company was here. They showed up fairly quickly, not like weirdly quickly, but they were here pretty quick. When the fire departments come, and this is not their territory, the Schleimans are not in their precinct or their ward.
Yeah. Now it's also possible that the Nearer company was already engaged in another fire. And remember, fire companies do sometimes hone in on each other in order to do some looting.
Yeah,
so
but this guy burned up.
District, in and of itself, that would not be suspicious.
But the fact
that with what else you know,
right? They keep showing up at fires where people burn up. He had Kabbalistic markings on the floor. Eventually, all this information got back to you from Tully. And there were several books, and she put the books back. But now that she thinks of it, the book in Latin, which her son said he did have one in Latin, she doesn't remember putting it away.
Well, that was him. The son is the one who put them away.
Oh, the son put them away. I misheard that then.
Yeah. And he does not recall reshelving the Latin book.
Right.
But he also doesn't recall seeing it. He assumed it was on the shelf. He didn't look.
Tully didn't really ask if Neptune Company came in and what they did, but we can assume they probably removed the body, so they were in there.
Yeah, which would have given them access to steal the book.
Right. So that's a third copy of this same freaking Latin book rolling around. We've got two. And somebody in Neptune Company likely has the third. But it wasn't in the secret book. It wasn't in the drawer that you busted open and took all the books and stuff out of.
Yeah. Somebody keeps it somewhere else if they did. Now, the two of you who are going to Fishman's, you're going to want to go a little earlier. Because the publishing house will probably close by 5 or 6.
Yes.
So you guys will want to get there, say, a little before 5 o'clock.
4:59, man. Walk in the door. Piss them all off.
Yeah. Their office is a tiny little thing located at the back of the second floor of one of these older buildings at the wrong end of Leonard Street. Okay, the closer end anyway, by Baxter. It's hard to find. The sign on the front of the building has half a dozen businesses listed, all of them in small letters. So it's like, okay, Fishman and Sons, second floor, rear. Good, okay. Here we are. The stairs are not lit. Many of these buildings aren't. So it's really sort of find your way carefully up the stairs.
Dex checks.
Not unless you're running. A safety tip, anyone attempting to run through one of these buildings will be making a dex roll.
That's how that dude broke his fucking legs running up the stairs.
Yes. He was trying to get to help someone in a fire, which is why he was running. And thus he ended up falling and breaking his leg, because that's how these stairs work. They're miserable. The door itself has a little bell on it. And inside is a cramped office filled with paper. There are stacks of paper everywhere. Hiding behind the paper is a desk. Hiding behind the desk is a rather small woman who's almost invisible behind the stacks of paper. She's working on something with a pen, with a style, actually more correctly, a quill stylus. She's making out some kind of a letter. And then looks up and holds a finger up like, be with you in a moment. Finishes what she's doing. The submissions pile is over here, indicating a stack of papers that is half a desk high. And then she goes fishing through the letters for the next thing she has to deal with.
Are those manuscripts in that pile?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Almost.
So it's not just individual pages. It's like
no, these are manuscripts. These are people hoping to get published. Yeah. Thus, that's the submission pile. Someone will read it one of these days.
With hope.
Worst publishing company ever.
I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you.
I believe the terminology for that is the slush pile.
Yes. That's exactly what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Since the company's called Fishman Brothers, I'm guessing she's not the owner.
Are there other doors or things?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's one more door besides the one you entered by.
I
think she works here. She's now gone back to ignoring you and dealing with more correspondence. By the way, if you're looking, what she's doing at the moment is writing letters to would-be authors to tell them that their manuscript has been rejected.
Doing this all by hand?
Well, before the age of email, yes.
Or typewriters.
Today she would be sending out a mass email.
There are typewriters? Okay.
No, there's no typewriters yet.
There's an experimental
typewriter
that came out in this era, but you will not find it very commonly. Modern typewriter is post-Civil War.
Okay, that's what all right.
Yeah. So there are some machines that can do that, but you won't find them in most offices.
Okay.
They're about as common as computers in the 50s.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the modern QWERTY style typewriter is like 1877. So it's after that you'll find offices all equipped with typewriters. But here she's doing it by hand. So she's writing a letter to tell somebody that your manuscript has been rejected for publication. And when she's done, she's going to write another letter to some other poor bastard to tell him his manuscript has also been rejected for publication.
Dear Charles Dickens, we are sorry to inform you.
Oh, not Charles Dickens. He's a fucking rock star. I'm not joking. He came to New York in 1843, and it was a fucking rock and roll tour. The only thing they didn't have were riots.
That's how writers should be treated.
Listen, I like to think so. I love the idea of the writer as rock and roll star. and he was. The fact that there were no riots is almost odd, given the New Yorkers will write about pretty much anything else. Up to and including opera performers.
It was an off day for riots. They only riot on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays.
No, only on days ending in Y.
And that day they spelled it with an I. Oh.
Yeah, in his honor, probably. Anyway, she will wait for you to either say something else or walk away, because you're not helping her write rejection letters. Therefore, you are not important. She occasionally will look up to realize you're still there, and then just go back to work. She's got a pile of rejection letters to write.
Sorry, just double checking who's in this scene.
I believe it is.
You and Kyan, is it? Conley and
Yeah.
Yeah, it's us. It's us.
The other
both.
three of us went to talk to
Thank you.
Schleiman, Mrs. Schleiman.
Correct.
I'm just trying to. So we're looking into
Mhm.
who
The
published
Fishman book.
which book? Because there's.
It's got a long name, like Supernatural Superstitions, and
Mhm.
it's more of a contemporary
Okay, I
book.
see
It's
here.
in English.
The Guide to Spirits. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's a
Thank you
Short
for the
title.
catch. Sorry,
Short
I'm
title.
terribly
Guide
sorry I
to
was late.
Spirits.
Uh,
I think the full title was like a collection of tales wherein is contained a guide to spirits and
Mhm.
and wondrous happenings.
So I assume we have the book in our possession.
Did you bring it with you?
We have a copy.
Yeah.
Conley, Faye's got it because Faye got it from me,
Mm-hmm.
and so he has it. If he could have brought it.
And it has their imprimatur at the front. Fishman
Mhm.
and Sons publishers.
Mhm.
Their job.
I look to Kyan.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh, you're still here. The
Yes,
slush pile's over here.
we're not authors or would be authors. We're
Oh, thank God.
just looking to see if you published this book. Produce.
I produced the book.
Yeah, I think that's one of ours. Hold on a moment. She will move some papers to get to another stack of papers. Move that to get to a file. And the weird part is she knows what she's doing. Like, this is a system of organization. She knows where to find things, and what looks like this place looks like a hurricane went through. But she knows where to find things.
It's my system of organizing. Got it.
And comes out with a big red leather-bound folder, which she opens, pages through. Yeah, that is one of ours. Superstition, tales, so on, ghost, etc., etc. Yeah, here we are. That one was 1829. There might still be some in circulation, and we might actually still have a few at the warehouse. Should actually.
We're more curious if we could get in contact with the author.
That's hold on a second. Give me a moment. She'll get up and move over to the other door. Knock on it lightly. Mr. Fishman? The door opens. Inside is a small man. Like maybe 5 feet tall. Round eyeglasses and a beard. Honestly, if there was such a thing as a gnome, he might be one.
Is he hunched over that small? Or
No, he's just short.
okay. All right.
He's either a very short man or a very tall dwarf.
All right. All right.
Really hard to be certain. But apparently he's one of the Fishman brothers. As though will then be a brief conversation about the propriety of providing contact information for an author. And the conclusion is that they will write to the author and ask whether he would be willing to speak with you. Because they don't normally give up the contact information and names and addresses of those they do business with without permission. So they will contact this person, and if they're okay with it, they will send you this person's address, and you can write to them or visit them. But that's their policy unless they have a letter on file that says that the author is okay receiving visitors and mail.
I'm going to step up at this point and say, surely there's some way to expedite the process. We bring good news. We have recent archaeological findings. Actually, we represent a local historical society.
Okay, now a fast buckle is going to be in order.
Yeah. exactly.
Now we're into the realm of what the rest of us call complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm trying to bullshit.
Why don't you just tell him that you owed him money?
That trick only works so many times. That's a success with a 53 under 60.
Okay.
Basically, I'm trying to pass us off as members of a historical society, which recently found some archaeological evidence which supports some of the findings or the inferences in the book, and we're trying to share the good news with the
My
author.
fast talk is not that high, so I'm going to keep my trap shut.
Fair enough. With a regular success, what they're willing to do is send a direct messenger tomorrow in the morning.
All right.
And they should have an answer for you by tomorrow afternoon.
Excellent.
And
Wonderful.
if you give them your address or a place they can reach you, they will send you an answer by tomorrow afternoon.
Mhm.
You can't really
Remember,
say
it's
the
near the
fire.
end of the workday today, so they're not going to send a messenger now. They'll do it at the beginning of tomorrow. Do it basically
Okay.
first thing in the morning.
I give them a fake address.
What address?
Wait.
You realize
One
they're
that-
going
Why?
to send you
Why
an
couldn't we
actual
just
message.
give one of our home addresses? We don't have to say the firehouse.
Because we can follow the messenger.
Okay.
That could complicate things.
Okay, we could give the firehouse as a real address. I'm just trying to prevent the bullshit from cascading backwards.
Use its street address. Use the street address of the firehouse.
There we go.
Or if you really want to be a little more careful, you can probably use the street address of, say, doesn't one of you own a tavern?
Ooh,
Oh, Tracy does.
yeah.
Use the street address of the tavern.
Throw Tracy under the bus.
Yeah. I'll throw Tracy under the bus. That's a better idea.
Are you
Thank
putting?
It doesn't necessarily do that. Taverns are common places to arrange delivery of
Okay.
messages, goods, meetings.
Are you putting your name on it though, Conley?
Yeah,
We'll
they'll
use
also want a name, like
Conley
who is this
Faye,
message to be
care
delivered
of
to?
this address.
Should I?
Unless you don't have to, because you could give them a street address and say just deliver to this address. But safer if you say deliver to this address to this person.
Mm-hmm. I'll put my name.
Okay, so they'll find you at this address and deliver the message to you at this address.
Mhm.
That way, also, if you're not there, the messenger will leave it with someone like the bar, whoever's behind the bar, and tell them this is for this person.
Mhm.
You could still try to follow the messenger, but now you've got a backup plan too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now you don't need to. I mean, if they're going to hire a messenger to deliver it, so why not just have it delivered?
Because Faye is paranoid
Fair enough.
I am.
mean, you can be paranoid about it, but
and
like
believes
it's not, they're
all
simply
this
going to
shit is
hire a
real.
messenger, and it's going to, someone's going to bring a letter to your door,
Mhm.
telling you what you want to know if they're willing to tell you.
Mhm.
They make no promises, of course, that the author will cooperate. One is they will tell the author what you told them, and if that induces him to cooperate, they will communicate that to you. So either they will tell you no, he doesn't want to talk to you, or yes, he'll talk to you under these circumstances, or yes, this is his address, reach him there.
Mhm.
So they have no further control over that, but that's what they'll do. They'll tell him everything you said. In fact, the woman will make some notes of who you claim to be and what society you claim to be from.
Think of a cool sounding one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else to be done tonight then?
Well, can we all get back together at the fire station and just info dump what we learned and all that stuff? Okay.
Fair enough.
And Tracy and I will say what a nice little bar that was.
Yeah, it was.
Their whiskey could be better.
And nothing blew up there. You'll also spend part of tonight on another call.
Oh. Uh-oh.
At just after 1 a.m, you'll get another call.
I'm at the fire station.
Yeah, so those of you who are already there, we'll get started on this. In other words, on what will be Thursday? I think yesterday was Wednesday.
Yes.
So on Thursday
the
some of you are going to be
26th.
kind of dragging a bit on sleep.
Or 25th. Thursday 25th.
Just between about 1 and 3 a.m., you're out dealing with another fire.
Anything
one nice
interesting?
thing about summer, not particularly.
Sorry. Okay, so it's just a
One nice
different...
thing about summertime is you get fewer nighttime fires
Oh.
because people are not leaving a fire for heat.
Mm-hmm.
So generally, people are using fire for cooking and lighting, and then they're putting out fire sources when they go to bed. As compared to the winter, where you leave a fire burning because you need the heat through the night.
Whew.
So you get fewer nighttime calls in the summertime.
Oh man, I was drunk on Tuesday night and hungover Wednesday, and now I'm not going to get any
And now
sleep
you're-
Wednesday
Now
night.
you're going to work on like 4 hours of sleep.
Oh, it's been a rough week for poor old Kevin O'Reilly.
Yeah, it has. Now, anything else then to be done on Thursday?
Work.
One more thing. Thursday around midday, you will get a message from the publishers. The man you're looking for is Houston Sheraton. And yes, he is willing to speak with you.
Uh-oh.
Houston, you say his last name is Shuriken?
Sheridan.
Sheridan.
Yeah, there's a D in there. Sheridan.
The Ninja Star?
And he lives on Canal Street.
Ninja Star Man.
In fact, the building he lives in is no longer there in the present day because it's the entrance to the Hollow Tuttle now. That's a long way in the future. So for the moment, he lives at the far end of the far west end of Canal Street.
Did he get a hotel named after him, though?
No, I don't think he's related to that family.
Okay.
Besides, that's Sheraton, not Sheridan.
Oh, okay.
He also might be related to a Civil War general later.
All right.
There's a Civil War general, I think his name is Sheridan. They might be the same family. He's
There was a Civil War general named Sheraton.
Yeah, I don't know if they're related. Also, it's a good bet also that Houston is not his first name. It's a nickname.
A pen name, so to speak.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably. And from the area around Houston Street. Which, fun fact, looks like it should be pronounced Houston. It is pronounced Houston.
So he's on the far end of Canal Street,
it's a bit of a hike.
That is on the border of Ward 5 and Ward 8 too, by the way, boys.
Yeah.
So Ward 5 is Neptune Company's ward.
Yeah.
Enemy territory.
Dun dun. Well, so Graham keeps checking back at the fire, or Conley checks the fire station a few times that day till he gets this note sometime afternoon.
Yeah, the note arrives basically shortly after lunchtime.
Okay. And the
From
rest of us are...
who will deliver it directly to you to tell you that, this is his name, this is his address, and he is perfectly willing to meet with you at your convenience.
Well, wait, did he use the fire station or did he use Tracy's bar?
Use the bar.
Tracy's bar.
The bar. So you were... Okay, so you probably could have left word and said, if I get this, send a boy with this to me, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
The bar's like across the street anyway.
Oh, that's right. It's not far.
Send somebody across the street to tell them that there's a note here for them.
I'm just trying to get it all in my head how all this occurs.
That's easy to do.
Too detail oriented.
So if you want, you can call on him later today. As he said, at your convenience. No, but anything else to be done on Thursday?
I won't see them till this evening.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
When we get together, one thing that Kevin remembers that Mr. Fay was talking about, because he's always talking about slaves all the time. He's talking about it seems like that. Wasn't there a ship you talked about? The Brilliante?
Yes.
Mr. Fay?
We want to,
It's a slave ship, right? We want to burn it.
we suspect that there's something amiss with the Brilliante.
And it's Captain Tom Nicholas.
And
Tom Nicholas, I forgot about, yes.
And if you're going to do that, you should do it soon. Because the thing about ships is they have a habit of leaving.
They can go. It struck me. I was thinking.
At any given moment, it might leave.
Well, I was working today. Someone had figured an easier
Keep
way.
in mind, please, we're also at the early age of what are called packet ships, which leave on a schedule. Most
Mhm.
ships don't.
Oh yeah.
Ships leave when the captain
When
says
they
it's time
fill
to
up,
leave.
when they've got the
Yeah.
the goods, and then
Yeah,
it's
which
time to go.
means
Yeah.
the Brilliante is leaving whenever the fuck it's leaving. So
Is that what a
if you wanna
packet
know
ship
about
is?
yes, a
I
packet
did
ship is
not
one that
know
leaves on a
that.
schedule.
Okay. Someone said
That's the-
someone made up this way to move the Earth, and I said that's brilliant. And I said, wait, wasn't there a ship that name? And it hit me, Mr. Fay, the Brilliante. You were talking about that ship.
You may want to do that while it's still here. Just saying.
Yes, let's assemble. I think this is a moment for all of us to investigate. Perhaps we should do that tonight under cover of darkness.
Okay.
I shrug. I'm fine with it.
So the ship then that evening, or are you going to stop by Mr. Sheridan's place at some point?
I think Sheraton tomorrow. The ship seems a little more pressing.
Do we know where it is?
Yeah,
You know
we
where it
did.
stopped.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
At least
Bergen
you knew
was
where
there
it
the
was
other day.
yesterday.
okay.
Mm.
O'Reilly
If it
has
hasn't
been
gone
drinking.
anywhere, it's still there.
Yeah, I try to rope in sort of everybody.
Okay.
After dark. You want to wait till like 9 o'clock, 10
Oh.
o'clock?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So the question, I guess, is: do you want to visit Mr. Sheridan before that hour?
No, I would like to visit Mr. Sheridan the next day.
Okay, that's fine. So this evening, then, so you guys, those of you who need it, will probably catch a nap.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and then about 10
I was
o'clock.
about to say
I
that.
catch one whenever I can.
10 o'clock. Okay.
About 10 o'clock down to the docks, where Brilliante is anchored. I forgot which pier we're talking about. Doesn't matter at the moment. You remember which one, so you'll have no trouble getting there. Well, you've seen the ship from a distance. There she is up close.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the
quick check to
brigantine?
confirm. I believe so. Yeah, she's
Okay.
I think
Square sailed, two-masted.
square sail, two-masted brig.
I think that's a brigantine. A brig, yeah.
With a forward lateen sail.
Mm-hmm.
Although at the moment, no sails, obviously.
Yeah.
Since he's sitting in harbor.
Anybody aboard
Oh.
that we can see?
As you approach, you don't see anyone on the deck.
That's what I meant. Sorry. On
So
the
the
deck.
ship is quiet.
Lights.
At this hour, there's little traffic on the pier.
Mhm.
And while a few of the ships docked here have a light hanging from somewhere, Brilliante doesn't. So a couple of ships have a lantern hanging from a hook somewhere. In other words, people are coming and going. They're not expecting anyone, apparently, or people bring their own lamp. There is a gangplank available. So someone must have come or gone or is expected at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Or some of the crew are off on shore and are returning to the ship later tonight.
What's the plan?
I wouldn't be there if it wasn't expected to be needed in the next few hours.
Would it be within my power in the hours leading up to us going to
I'm sleeping.
Put out feelers to find out exactly what the Brilliante is supposedly here for, like dropping off cargo, picking up cargo?
No, in the time you've got, the best you can do is yes to that.
Yeah.
Unless you want to actually question, say, the customs house or the harbor office, and you won't find those open at this hour, and I wouldn't trust the customs house anyway.
Didn't you say that their job was just to not pay attention to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Their job largely consists of collecting bribes.
To take bribes.
Yeah. Okay.
Great job.
It does sound like a great job.
Oh yeah, listen, that's why you get it by being appointed by
you have
the
friends.
political people you helped get elected.
Yeah.
So you muster a bunch of thugs to sweep an election. The reward is you get to work at the customs house where you get bribed to do nothing. That is how America works.
What do we do, Mr. Graham? Goddamn, Mr. Fay. Sorry, Graham. What do we do, Mr. Fay? What do you want to do here? Are we sneaking aboard? Is it another scouting mission? Are we robbing them? Are we sinking the ship? I didn't bring a drill.
There's something about the Brilliante. I'm sure of it. We move slowly and we act like we belong.
Didn't we learn it was a slave ship or something?
We
Yes.
believe
It has-
this is
Yep.
being used to
We
the
believe-
illegal slave trade.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
But more than that, this is the ship that transported that the mysterious man that Captain Heyman mentioned.
Oh, another wizard. That burned
The-
him, you said. It burned him when he touched.
The wizard, yes, Brick. The wizard.
I brought
This
some.
is
I brought a
As good a
pocket.
description of the man as you don't have his name, so yes, it's as good a description as any we've got right now.
I got a pocket full of salt.
Sure, he's a wizard.
I brought a pocket full of salt just in case to keep the
idea.
banshee away.
Good.
Okay, so you're just
Uh,
walking up the gangplank like you belong here.
Yes.
Are we? Okay.
Best way to
And-
blend in is to walk in like you belong.
And
They know-
frankly,
But they know
the
who
few
belongs.
people on the docks won't question this.
Okay,
People
I
come
just-
and go from ships at all hours.
Oh, my swim is not very good. Okay.
So just walk up the gangplank like you belong here.
Sure.
Has any of you ever been on an ocean-going ship before?
Nope.
No. I was born in New
Fair.
York City. I've never been out of the
You've
city.
made a voyage by sea. Many of you have never. The only time you've been on a boat is like crossing over to New Jersey or something.
Right, ferries. Probably
Or
ferries to Brooklyn.
Yeah, you've been on a ferry. You've never been
I
on
don't
an
even think that for my guy.
Tracy's never been out of the city. He has never stepped foot off Manhattan Island. He's born here. He plans to die here.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I don't know. Where's St. John's? Or is that
What,
where you said?
the
Yeah,
church?
St. John's University. No, University.
Oh, is that in? I don't know.
I'm not actually sure now that I think about
Okay,
it.
okay. I looked up for Irish universities that existed, whatever, like in this time period. So, and that was one of
Jamaica,
them.
New York. So that is south of the city, down past Brooklyn, is Jamaica.
Okay.
It's like an island chain almost that kind of comes down south of Manhattan Island.
Okay.
They were also, didn't they make the round of 8 this year?
I don't even know what
yeah.
that means.
Yeah, you're talking about basketball, right?
Let's see.
The
Yeah.
Hold
NCAA
on.
tournament.
History. Hold on. It was.
I believe they actually made the round of 8 this year.
I think you're right.
Yeah, they have a good basketball program.
Well,
Okay, the first one was in Brooklyn. Was actually in Brooklyn. Was the first college, not down in Jamaica. It's in Jamaica now. It was not put. It wasn't put up until 1868. So
Whoops.
okay. Then I'll have to change that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
then.
Don't worry about it.
there's
For the
there's
moment,
probably
we'll-
a Catholic college somewhere in New York City. So
Yeah.
We'll fix it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but we'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
He went to university at least at some point in time.
Yeah.
But he was
Anyways.
kicked out.
so you've been on a ferry, but you've also never been on an ocean-going vessel.
Okay.
So
Sounds
this is, you've been on some ferries that are almost as big as a boat like this, but those ferries are more open-decked, so you don't expect it to spend the night. You're on for to an hour or two,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then you get off. So here, the upper deck that you set foot on is surprisingly sparse. You'd expect, you've been on things that have places to sit or places to stand. Here, you've got open deck, hatches that go down, forward and rear cabins. No light, no activity.
Okay.
No nothing.
I looked to Mr. Fay.
Now, of course, you've got starlight and moonlight up here.
hmm
If you go inside or below deck,
Pitch black.
you're going to run into a problem of light pretty quickly.
Are you?
Assuming one
are
of you
we
is one
armed
of you
with
brought a
anything?
lamp.
I always have a knife.
You have,
Have
a
a
what?
what?
I always have a knife.
A lamp. We need to see.
I assume at
I
least one of you
imagine
brought a
so.
lamp, and I expect that most of
Not
you
me.
brought either a club, a walking stick, a knife.
Oh yeah, I'm heavily armed. With,
Yeah,
with
know
weapons
about
to
travel
beat
in the
people
city
with.
at night never hurts to bring your own lamp.
Oh, yeah.
in some places.
Mhm.
I
And
could have
never
brought a
hurts to bring
lamp.
your shillelagh or your walking stick or
Yeah.
your knife or whatever.
Wait, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Faye, did you say we might be sneaking around and doing some criminal activities before we came
Yes.
in dark places?
Yes.
Okay, I would have brought. I have a tiny. Can I have a tiny lamp then, Kevin? Like a bullseye lantern, just a
Oh,
real
yeah.
small one that would
Yeah,
practically
like
fit.
a dark lamp.
Yes, a
kind of
dark lamp that
thing. You
would
can
almost
put
fit in
light
your
one
pocket.
direction.
Maybe with a
Yeah.
half an hour's worth of oil. It's tiny. It's a burglar's lamp.
Keep it. While we're outside, we operate by moonlight. If we enter the ship, then we turn on the lamp.
This isn't
Well,
my
are
first job, Mr. Fay.
are you entering? Because there's nothing exciting to see on the upper deck.
Yeah, it looks like there's hatches. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Anything interesting is clearly either inside a cabin or below deck. Because
So
up here is, unless you're interested in things like coils of rope, there's nothing to see up here.
Ooh.
So
Were there
the
any portholes down below?
No.
None. So we have no idea if there's lights on beneath decks or not, right?
Wooden ships generally do not have portholes.
Okay. Gotcha.
You want
Right.
light, you come up on deck.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead.
So is it the entire party assembled, or is it just me, Brick, and Burke?
I think it's everybody came.
I thought it was all of you. You brought everybody we trust.
We came in force.
If I brought it, wonderful. I definitely want to check the captain's cabin. I want to get a hold of his books. It's always in the books.
Okay, do you know where that is?
Generally, the placement of the captain's cabin would be known. It would be the largest room in the ship.
I don't know where that is.
No.
The forward and rear doors look pretty much the same size from where you're standing.
I've never been aboard a ship like this, Mr. Fay. Is it the front or the back?
Oh, wait, you have been aboard an ocean-going ship once, right?
Fay has, yeah.
Okay, so
he probably has an idea.
Fun little fact. Generally speaking, the nicest places on a sailing ship are at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The toilet, for instance, is at the front.
I see.
Oh, think about it. The wind that drives the ship goes from back to front.
Yep.
So anything that smells bad, you want to be as forward as possible.
Very fair.
Just wait for the wind.
That's why the toilet is not at the rear.
But I'm sorry, we've seen like passageways to go down, right? Like hatches or something for people.
You've got two hatchways.
Gotcha.
That are designed probably for cargo.
Okay.
In other words, they've got wooden grates over them.
Right.
Or lift out. And those are clearly how you access the hold area.
Right.
Where cargo is stored. You've got cabins built into the deck, forward and aft, with a door that accesses each one.
So we know those two doors. That's what I'm looking at.
Those are probably where people actually stay at sea.
And asking Mr. Fay.
You've got living space forward and living space rear.
Because
what you know from being at sea is the nicer living space will be toward the back.
Yeah. O'Reilly's never been on board a ship like this. He does not know where to go. He has no idea.
Yeah.
My guess is that the captain's cabin is going to be towards the back, so that's where Faye is going, and I would like Brick to come with me for muscle and also breaking locks. For everybody else,
my lock fixed.
For everybody else, however, there is quite a bit more ship to search. So that's my goal at least. But I'm open to splitting the party.
This is yours, Mr. Fay. You tell us what to do.
Okay.
I don't think any of us have been on a ship like this before.
In that case, Tracy, Jameson, and Burke start looking below deck, see what they actually have in their cargo hold. Once we know what they're holding, then we can make a decision.
Leaving the blind.
Okay.
As we head for this back door, I also look towards the docks just to make sure there's no witnesses.
Well, there are people on the docks. They don't give a shit.
Okay, great. Perfect. There you go.
Remember, you walk around looking like you belong. Who's going to know?
That's true.
There's a gangplank. People come and go. How do they know you're not the people who belong here?
We just all stop in the middle of the deck in this little huddle, and we're all talking, and then we split up and start moving around.
Honestly, what a crew might do. Okay, I'm the captain. I'm going to bed. You guys go check the cargo. Make sure everything's secure. I'm going to go to sleep. Yeah. In other words, from the perspective of someone on the dock, nothing here looks unusual.
That's awesome. Well, I don't know that. I'm suspicious. If I see any masks, Kevin, I'm going to lose my shit. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so those of you who are going to the rear, you guys are going toward where you're hoping you'll find the captain's quarters. For the rest of you, you can immediately access a hatch. The way you do this is you simply lever it out using a pry bar. And by the way, you'll find one by the mast. And then lift it. It's easy to do. There's a ladder built into the hull going down. Or not, I shouldn't say built into the hull because it's a freestanding ladder. The point is it's built into the ship. Yeah. So you can climb down using that. Are you climbing down into the hold?
Yeah, I'm gonna. take the pry bar with me.
Okay.
Do
I
any,
don't have anything else.
do any of them have a lantern on that group?
Nope, I don't.
Does one of you have a lamp?
No.
I'll have a lamp.
What's that?
I'll have a lamp.
Okay. So you've got one to work with. So you probably head down first then and light it when you hit the first level down. Here you're actually in what's probably the upper part of the deck. You're not in the cargo hold proper, at least this part of it. And then you realize what you've got here is basically a two-tiered deck. In other words, the ladder puts you down in a half deck below the main deck. Around and below you is the cargo hold proper. So you've got a partial middle deck that extends maybe 20 to 30 feet from the stern. And here you've got half a dozen hammocks that are hung from pegs.
Any of those hammocks filled?
No, not at the moment.
I think we know right away.
Yeah, this is where sailors would sleep.
Yeah.
So there's room here to hang maybe a dozen hammocks. So what you've got is basically, this is crew country essentially.
Yeah, crew quarters.
If you're overstocked on crew. Also here, netting, which holds what's probably intended for higher value cargo. So lighter, more valuable cargoes would go here too. Because you've got cargo netting along the walls. There's nothing in the netting. So at the moment, no such cargo has been loaded. But you could see where you could secure cargo to the walls here.
Okay.
And that way, if you put it inside the netting, it won't go rolling all over the place if the ship rolls. And then over here, you've got some ties to secure the netting into place. Here's a hook where you can hang a lamp. Beyond that, directly under the stern is what is very clearly the galley.
Okay.
So here you've got essentially a small kitchen. It has two little windows that face just under the nameplate of the stern. So that way you've got an exit for the smoke from cooking. So you got two little windows and basically a little smokestack. So you can cook down here. So you're pretty well insulated from the water. It looks like this was an add-on. And honestly, the design is weird enough. If any of you had been on previous ships, like, this is a little odd for design. Someone custom built some of this.
Yeah, isn't crew quarters usually forward in the forecast in the forecastle?
Usually, yeah.
Okay, I didn't say anything because I didn't know, but
yeah, but often it's not. Then again, this may be auxiliary crew space.
Okay, seems like a big crew.
Yeah, merchant ships don't normally run a large crew. For a merchant ship, you want to run as small a crew as possible to save money.
Yep.
So why would you need a dozen extra sailors?
To handle all the slaves?
That's right now as good an explanation as any. That if the ship is a slaver, the rest of that crew are there as kidnappers. They're not sailors. They're armed kidnappers.
Yeah, plus slaving brings in a lot of money. With almost no overhead.
To put it in perspective, by the age of the Civil War, I forgot the name of it, but the last slaver that actually made it through the blockade and brought kidnapped people to America, they burned the ship to hide the evidence.
Oh.
Worth it. Which tells you about the kind of money they're making. And you can afford to burn the ship.
Ships are expensive.
Yeah, ships.
Very
they are
expensive.
not cheap. Yeah, that gives you a good sense of the kind of money you're talking about here.
Did they get the cargo off the ship?
Yes, that's why they can burn the ship, because they can sell the cargo.
I'm just asking,
they transported about 300 captives.
Like, if they didn't value the ship that high, how much did they value the cargo that high?
More.
Well, that's the point. Is that the reason they were able to burn the ship was because they got the evidence after having gotten paid.
Yeah.
So they sold the captives. And then they didn't need the ship anymore, and it was just a liability where they could get caught.
Okay, sorry.
He's just being a dumbass. He's being a smart ass.
There are cases where enslaved people were murdered that way, but this isn't one of them.
Yeah.
But there were such cases, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Horrifying.
so further down is where you need to go. That's where the cargo will be.
I was just going to ask, how narrow are the hallways? If
Well-
we see someone coming,
These aren't hallways. What you've got is another ladder, and then you're in the main cargo hold. You've got a deck floor here. So below
Okay.
that is the orlob, space basically between the keel and this deck. That generally occupies bilge and water and whatnot.
I was going to say that's bilge, right?
Yeah. And you've got a pump down here.
Oh, they got a pump. Nice.
It's a good idea.
You have to have.
Well, it's a good idea, but
Yes,
you don't have to.
Yes, you
So
do. In this time period,
so
you have to have pumps.
You
Your
need a
ship will
pump,
sink.
yeah. Wooden
These ships are not waterproof. Yeah, they
Exactly.
leak.
No, I know,
a lot.
but
You will need, eventually you will need a pump.
It's a slave ship. I'm sure a bucket works just as good.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Multiple buckets? I don't know.
Shut up, Aaron.
I don't. I'm being a dumbass.
Yeah, as a wooden ship, you will eventually, at some point, you will need a pump.
All right.
You will. Just here it is.
No. I know they're not watertight. So yeah.
So, also down here, though, you've got crates and barrels covered in netting. So, there's a partial cargo loaded. And then there's the part that will catch your eye. Because as you move toward the forward part of the ship,
Masks.
you'll notice that there's what appears to be a line on the floor. It's been made by essentially burning. Like someone took a red hot piece of metal and engraved a line in the wooden floor.
Okay.
And on one side of that line, the side that you're facing, are a set of what appear to be sigils.
Like, okay. Sigils, like markings, or
Yeah, runes, markings,
Okay.
something.
okay,
They've been done with the same, whoever did this used the same burning tool.
okay, yeah.
So
All right.
this was done by using something that was probably red hot and tracing these things into the wood with it.
Is it Latin?
No, they're sigils. They're not letters.
Okay. Oh, all right.
The cult roll might help here.
Yeah, not me.
Tully's there. He's got a cult.
I'm there.
Yep. Yeah, any of you who have a cult are welcome to have a go at this.
Failed.
Okay, so
Almost twice as much.
not sure what these are doing here. I mean, there's without any context, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a cult? Oh, does anyone have...
Is it hard for me to kind of see the pattern, or is it hard for me to tell what the pattern is?
A little of both. Like, for instance, if you move some of the crates, if
Okay.
you see more of it, you might have a better shot. That's going to mean moving some stuff.
Is that
Okay.
pushing the roll to move the stuff? Or is that just going to give him another roll?
Yeah, can I? If I move stuff around,
If
can
you
I
take time
push
to
it?
move stuff, you won't need to push it. You'll get another roll.
Okay.
Okay.
One is that
I'm gonna-
it will take a significant amount of time because you're gonna have to untie the netting, move stuff, then get a better look at it, then move the stuff back.
We don't
Or
have
maybe
to
not
push
move it back. I don't know. Maybe just leave it there. But
Let's-
the point is, this stuff.
If I
this stuff here is currently
notice
secured with
the
netting.
pattern is blocked by cargo,
Yeah.
Men, let's move all this. I see something.
Okay, so you guys are going to set to moving it.
Aye, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so while you're doing
Hi,
that,
Captain.
the other two of you who are moving toward the rear door, so you open. This door is locked.
Like the lamp. Okay, I'll get to work on this lock.
Yeah. So
Can I have also brought a crowbar myself?
if you want?
If I knew it was a break-in? Yeah, I did. Because if we
Plus
can't
your
pick
burglar
this, I'm
tools.
going to just, frickin' pry this door
Crowbar.
open.
Yep.
Damn, I failed big time. 86 out of 51. This lock's too much for Mr. Fay. Do you care if there's
Also,
evidence?
this lock is surprisingly expensive. Like, this is a high-quality lock.
Oh, I would have
Not
needed
what
a
you'd expect on
hard
a
success
ship.
or something.
No, not particularly. It's just
Okay.
this. You failed to
It's a
roll,
nice
and then
lock.
you'll notice this is a high-quality lock.
I relay that to Mr. Fay. This is
Little
an awful
surprising.
expensive lock for a sailing ship, but I can't pick it. It's too...
Someone spent real money on this.
Now do you... And then I pull the crowbar. Should I go a different route, Mr. Fee?
Yeah, you could crowbar your way through if you wanted to.
Do it.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
going to try
well,
to
option
wrench
B is-
the door open. Do you want to roll
I
for
need to
that?
roll for that.
Okay.
That's what crowbars are for.
Yeah.
So the point is that once you've done this, there's no disguising that you've broken the door open.
Yeah, the door's broken. I tuck the crowbar back in my belt, and I push the door open as I lift the lantern to look in.
Okay.
I got brass knuckles on my left hand.
What you're looking at here is a short hallway, which has 3 doors. One directly aft, so would be right under the back of the ship, and then one to each side.
Where we go,
So
Mr.
Before 3 rooms here, essentially.
Right.
Before we walk in, I gesture to pull masks up, just like
Yeah.
yeah.
We got our bandanas.
In case anybody's here. Sure.
Where are you gonna go? Which one's the cabin with the books?
I point to the closest door for you, and then I'm going to keep moving in the hallway. As I do, does anything seem out of place? Anything?
It's a foyer. It's got 3 doors, so no, not really.
Yeah,
So,
you check one door, I'll check another door.
So you point me to the one on the right?
Yeah.
Is it locked?
This one, no.
I push it open.
Okay.
Peek in with the lamp.
Yeah. What you're looking at here is what appears to be a stateroom. So this is probably a mate, an officer.
Okay. So an actual bed built into the thing?
Yeah, it has a bed.
Okay.
It has a little desk.
Mm-hmm.
It has an easy chair.
Ooh, fancy.
The easy chair, incidentally, is not bolted to the floor right now.
That's weird.
Although you can see a place where it can be mounted.
Oh, okay.
So there's a place to you can affix bolts to it to lock it to the floor.
Gotcha.
It has not been done so, which means it's probably new.
I want to stay in the doorway because Mr. Fay doesn't have a light, so he's going to be relying on this lamp that I'm holding up to look in his room.
Yeah, so without bringing the lamp in, it's hard to see detail in this room. So other than it looks like a fairly nice stateroom, probably for an officer.
That's Fay. That's what he's got as well.
That's what you've got. Now, which door did you take? The one at the left or the one at the end of the hall?
I took the one on the left.
Okay. This one is what appears to be a little dining hall. It has a small table.
It's a little galley.
It has a cabinet that holds china mounted to the wall. So yeah, no, this is what you think of as like the officer's dining area. Although notice there's probably only 2. There's a captain and a mate, probably the entire officer corps. This table could seat 6 people comfortably. 8 if you got comfy. Cozy.
How fine is the china?
Yes. Might as well make it look like a burglary.
Do you deal in secondhand goods, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
This is ordinary china. It's not worth much. Although you will notice that it is monogrammed.
Interesting. Here's the monogram.
TB. What was the name
Brilliante.
I'd be hard to sell.
China actually, much like you saw with the watch, China offers you, this is the ship's plate surface. There's also a tea kettle and tea service.
So he looks in that room.
And knives and forks, stuff like that. In other words, everything you need for eating.
He's in that room. I'm in this room, but I'm still in the doorway. I'm like, "What did you find, Mr. Fay? This is a cabin or a stateroom."
Dining hall. Let's check out the last door.
Right.
Yeah.
And
the room you saw, by the way, could be inhabited by 2 people or just 1. Hard to be certain.
It's a big bed.
The bed's big enough that 2 people could comfortably occupy it.
Gotcha.
And of course, if you put a hammock in, even that, actually 3 people could live here.
If we slip, as we slip down the corridor,
certainly comfortable for 1 or 2.
Okay. As we slip down, I note there was a desk in there. Did I see any way that any place that, at least on the desk, like, was there any cubbies or anything or a drawer?
No.
Okay, I mentioned all that to him. Then I'm just letting him know the basics.
Better look at it to be certain.
We'll double back for it.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Now, the one at the end of the hall, there's your captain's quarters. This one, of course, actually has windows facing out over the stern.
Unlocked?
Unlocked.
All right.
The lock's on the outside.
I'm lowering the lamp a little bit so it's very dim, so it's harder to see from outside.
Yeah, and here you've got a bed. You've got an armoire attached to the wall. You've got a roll top desk, which is the roll is down.
Bingo.
There's netting that holds 2 sea chests.
2 sea chests, armoire, desk. Okay. And bed.
And framed on the wall is a map, one of those artistic maps that shows West Africa. And on the opposite wall, another one that shows North America. So in other words, the decor are 2 framed maps that show opposite sides of the Atlantic.
I see.
So if you're standing between them, you're standing like in the middle of the Atlantic, metaphorically.
Right.
Although Brilliante normally apparently operates in the Caribbean more than the Atlantic. Although she is ocean, she's perfectly capable of making an Atlantic crossing.
This man is proud of the horrors he does to people.
He might have just found nice maps. I'm
I
looking
just-
to you, Mr. Fay,
Might just be
for
art.
instructions. And what are we doing here? What do you want?
Pop it all. And I using my knife, I start popping. Like I cut down the sea chests.
I'll check the
hand
desk
one-
while he's cutting down the
Yeah.
sea chest. Is it locked or is
So-
it just latched?
The chests are latched.
No, the lock.
The only thing that's locked is the desk.
The desk is locked. Is it
Yeah.
got a lock I can try to pick?
Go for it.
We'll start with that. No, 93. Oh, my dice are cold tonight. All right, crowbar.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay. So while you guys are doing that, meantime, back
Okay.
downstairs, you guys have cleared away enough of the crates and the barrels to get a look at what's down there.
All right.
And now you can try that occult roll again.
40.
Still failing.
How much? You can spend luck in this game, don't forget.
Yeah.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna spend 14 luck.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think it's a good idea, actually. I would really like to know what that shit does.
What you're looking at here is what appears to be a ward. Part of similar to the kind of magic circle you saw in the grimoire.
Okay.
Except this one isn't a complete magic circle. The curve of it goes into the hull. So it's a magic circle that's using the ocean as part of it. Okay, that's interesting. Never seen one designed that way before.
Yeah.
It's designed to keep something in. In other words, you're standing on the safe side.
Yeah.
If you cross that line, you are theoretically in the danger side. But the thing is, you'd expect if there was something dangerous, you could see it, right?
Yeah, how far?
There's nothing visible there, though. Even once you've moved the barrels and crates, there's really not much there. There's a few barrels, a few crates. So unless there's something dangerous hiding behind the few bits of barrels and crates stuffed near the bow,
Or it's underneath.
or it's underneath the barrels and crates,
In the bilge.
or that.
So this is, he thinks, protecting the area of the rest of the ship from the front of the very front. Okay, I
Like if there's
totally
something dangerous,
misunderstood.
you would put it up here in the front,
Gotcha.
and now it can't harass the rest of the ship.
Oh my god, this is terrifying.
Except there's nothing visibly dangerous here. Some barrels, some crates, a few sacks.
Send Tracy
Something
in.
dangerous hiding in a sack. Is that the world's most dangerous flour sack?
It could be.
We're all
Can I
Where you're
grab?
standing,
Can
some of
I
those
grab
places-
something and throw it? Throw
Yeah.
it past the line.
What do you want to throw?
Tracy.
Is there anything around me?
Well, you've got all kinds of cargo down here. Some of it is larger barrels and containers that you're probably not going to be able to throw. Those you would roll or move. But for instance, over here, there's a stand of sacks of flour for making bread. They come in 20-pound sacks.
I'm gonna heave
Pick
20
up 20
pounds.
Yeah, you pick up a 20-pound bag and heave it across the line.
I'll be right back.
I'm
Okay, but what's your strength? I assume your strength is not super bad, right?
No, my strength is my second highest.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have no trouble picking up.
75.
Oh god, you can pick up a 20-pound sack and throw it across the line if you want to.
Yeah.
You can even roll a barrel across the line if you wanted to.
I'm gonna chuck a bag of flour because I just want to see if there's nothing invisible that I'm not seeing.
Well, if the flour bag explodes, there's a reasonable chance something invisible will be revealed.
I think that
Right.
that's his reasoning for doing it. I would think is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So
I heave ho, and what do I see?
you're all welcome to make a spot hidden roll as the bag lands and flour goes everywhere.
All right.
Okay.
Nope, I failed.
See if you can see anything from.
I'm not going to spend that much luck.
No?
Yeah, I can't afford to spend that much luck.
Yeah,
I succeed
yeah.
with. I succeed. Hard success.
Okay. It's not, weirdly enough, it's something moves when it hits the flour, and it's not your eyes that perceive it, it's your ear. The sound of metal on wood. And then it clicks. It's a chain. There's a chain sitting on the floor under those sacks. You can't see more of it unless you go over and move them. But some of those sacks and crates were sitting on top of what appears to be part of a coil of chain.
Could I push my roll, or no? I mean, could I ask? Could I tell from the ping if this chain was human-sized or larger?
Can't tell from here. Point is, you saw something move that's metal. You heard the sound of metal on wood, but it's clear the chain is under those things. So you're going to, if you want to see it for real, you're going to need to cross the line and move the things.
So yeah, Kevin O'Reilly, there's something chained up.
Kevin O'Reilly.
Not sure if the chain is attached to anything.
I'm not there.
Kevin's
not there
not with us.
Yeah, I'm
right
not
now.
with you guys.
You're probably
But that's
saying
okay.
this
Thank you.
to,
Thank you, Josh, actually.
Crazy.
You're probably saying this to Mr. Tully.
And we're not sure if the chain is actually attached to anyone or anything.
Yeah.
The first possibility here is that we're looking at a very conventional harm.
Come here, what I got?
I can think of one thing a chain could be for.
Finley, come.
Mm-hmm.
Come here.
Is there any loose rope that we could just use?
Not loose. You would have to untie stuff from it. There's rope. There's plenty of extra rope on deck, but you'd have to probably bring a whole coil of it. That's rigging rope. It comes in long lengths. That's for controlling sails.
Heavy rope too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Generally hemp rope, a couple inches thick, and in lengths of sometimes hundreds of feet. Yeah, that's how the sails are.
So here's
All
my
sailing
idea.
ships use a ton of rope.
Here's my idea. One of us gets tied to an end of the rope, and we go as far in as we can. And if anything happens, we pull you out.
So I assume that's going to be me since I'm the smallest of us here, huh? I know. Just go ahead. Go get your rope and start tying then. It better be a damn good knot.
Okay. Well, you'll want a rope that's down here. So basically take a rope that's securing some of the cargo and use that. Because you don't want a rigging rope. Rope for securing cargo is a little lighter and generally comes in shorter lengths.
I'm assuming Tracy's the smallest one. His size is average.
What's your size?
50. It's dead even.
Does anybody have a size bigger or smaller, I should say?
I'm 60.
Sean.
How big is Mr. Tully? You're muted or something, Shawno.
Yeah.
I also have a 50, but I'm more important than Mr. O'Treasaigh.
So,
You're also
probably
probably
the same size. One of them is politically more important.
Probably stronger then. Is your strength higher than your size?
No.
Okay. Then we're probably roughly the same build then too.
Yeah.
But he's politically connected.
I'm an alderman.
Yeah.
I'm more important than you are.
So guess who's
This is true.
Yeah.
All right, Fergus.
Oh my god! I hope
Okay,
we find
so-
our ship before you guys start blowing up the
I mean,
ship.
if O'Treasaigh, you're volunteering.
Yeah. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. So grab a rope.
I'm
tie it around his waist.
volunteering because I know I'd be volunteered.
All right.
The word you're looking for is voluntold.
All
This
right.
is when someone else
all right.
volunteers you first.
I just start tying a knot around your waist,
Okay.
O'Treasaigh.
And when you cross the line, all you can feel is a kind of coldness. And if you weren't paying attention, you might not have even noticed it.
He might not actually even notice it. He's probably pretty warm from a whiskey buzz.
No, the point is you will notice it because
Okay.
you're waiting for something to happen when you cross the line.
Okay. All right.
The point is that if you hadn't seen the line, you probably would not have noticed. If it wasn't
Gotcha.
on your mind, it would have been easy to miss. But since there's a line there, what will happen when I do this? The answer is
Yeah,
you feel a little
I'm
cold.
expecting something to happen. And I
Yeah.
do feel colder. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got
like a
you.
little chill.
Yeah.
And when you move the boxes and crates, what you're looking at is a set of chains, 4 of them, that come off a metal ring which is embedded in the floor. Each chain is about 5 feet long and ends in a metal ring.
How big is the circumference of the ring?
It's about the right size to lock around, say, a human neck.
Is it a shackle?
Okay.
There's a metal
Seems-
lock on each one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously there's nothing in them at the moment.
No, there's no body here,
Right.
but it's clear what you're holding here
Okay.
and what these are used for. Also, you should make yourself a sanity roll.
Great. This could be great for Tracy. I want this lower. Ah, damn! I made it.
Okay, well, you lose nothing. And you realize that as you're examining these, 2 of these collars have what is at first you mistook for rust, and then becomes
Blood.
clear is actually dried blood.
Yeah.
Like someone has bled on these. There's nothing else here. So if people were being held captive here, this would
But
keep
not
them
anymore. But yeah.
in here. But more importantly, from your perspective, measure out the chain. It does not reach the line.
Okay.
In other words, someone who's being held captive here could not cross that line. So they're being held captive within the space inside the ward. Oh, and
But then, so
chains
but
the
also
chains
the rest
themselves
the,
have
the
additional
rest of the
sigils on
ship
them.
then is also scared of what's behind them though too, isn't it? So
Yeah.
So these slaves must have something that everyone else on the ship is scared of.
They're wizards, Harry.
Outside of game, I'm thinking that if it is something supernatural, the slaves might be possessed by something.
Well, Captain Heyman claimed that enslaved older man was some kind of wizard.
Yeah,
Mm,
exactly.
he
So-
might not. He might not have been the only person that they've kidnapped and transported to New York.
Wait, we're not there, Graham.
Sorry.
Yeah, but the point well taken there, that this may be not the first time nor the last that they've done that.
Mhm.
That they're not simply targeting anyone; they're targeting certain people. Because this part is equipped to carry to confine essentially 4 captives.
Can we check out the galley again? Was there anything we might have missed there?
Nope. But when you make your way back, you will notice there is something you did miss in the hold.
Well, they didn't investigate the main hold yet, did they?
No, they did not.
Okay.
So they have to make
Okay.
their way back there. And there is something else you'll notice that you did miss. Along both of the side walls, 2 more metal bars with fastened rings. Those are designed to
Okay.
hold chains as well. In other words, there's room to carry more captives here.
Okay.
You could realistically, depending on how many chains and shackles you had, you could realistically carry dozens of captives. You're missing the chains, but I bet you the chains are in one of those crates or boxes or something.
Right.
Disguised as cargo. And notice the rings themselves not in use, which means if you didn't know what you were looking for, these rings could be mistaken for cargo securing.
Okay.
So if someone came down into this hold and just did a casual look around, this would not look like a slaver. And that's the point. The metal chains in the front, under stuff. The ward, under stuff. The rings on the side of the hull, under stuff. So you would have to do what you've done, which is actually move shit and investigate. And that's almost certainly the point. So if someone says, hey, are you guys kidnapping and enslaving people? Take a look at our cargo hold. No, there's nobody here. We don't have equipment for that. See? We're not those people. Yeah, you're those people.
Yeah.
Plus, they got a special place in the hold for the wizards.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. You've got room to capture a number of people, and if you capture a wizard, you've got a special place to put them.
Yeah.
Faye will know more about that.
That's honestly as good an explanation as we've got right now. Now, back upstairs, meantime, in the captain's cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Snap.
You broke open, which one? You broke
the desk. I'm on the desk.
The...
Mr. Faye's on the chest because they're just latched.
And no one's opened the armoire yet.
No, the monster's in there waiting to jump out at us. Yeah.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger or something.
The sea chests contain clothing. So for the most part, what you're looking at here is a variety of clothing, including clothing for different climates.
Mm.
So you've got cold weather clothing here. You've got conventional sailor's clothing. Probably the weirdest thing, though, is you've got a long white robe. It looks like the kind of thing that people might wear in Arabia. Like, guess. Like, no idea, it's the only place you could think of where someone might wear something like that. Because it's a white robe, it's about a body length, and packed with it is some kind of a head wrap and a hood.
Mm.
So, that, maybe. Also in here, a nice box inlaid with inlaid wood, which contains what appears to be a pair of matched pistols. Dueling pistols, maybe? Wrapped in cloth, a thick, curved sword.
Mm.
Never seen its like before. The blade is deeply curved and ends in a pair of points. So it's got the point at the end, and then the backside sweeps backward to bring to us basically almost a second point at the rear of the top of the blade.
I take it out.
It's a batleth.
No, it's a scimitar.
The scimitar.
I examine it. I walk over it.
Do you have any points in
sword?
Fighting sword?
I do not have any points in fighting sword, unfortunately.
So the weapon's got a weird feel to it. The balance is weird. Like, how do you use this? Like, clearly it's a weapon. Clearly, if you know what you're doing, it's probably dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But you like never handled a weapon with this kind of balance before.
Very interesting. I put it up against the wall, and then I take the box of dueling pistols and I walk over next to dear sweet Brick and say, "Brick, it's your birthday."
No, it's not. What did I find while he was fiddling with that stuff before this conversation happens? How about?
The desk is filled with paper. There's books of various sorts, logbooks, I guess.
Make good kid.
Notes, stuff like that. How much more about accounting or about seafaring?
If there's numbers, I would recognize them. That's about it right there. So
Yeah,
ledgers, these are all ledgers.
Are either ledgers, account books, or logbooks.
I walk over.
When he walks over with the sword, I'd be like, ledgers and account books, sir.
Yeah.
Good work. I would like to grab anything of particular interest. We are not
Paper.
trying to be subtle here. We
It's
are
all
grabbing
paper.
and we're going.
All right.
Okay, so
you're taking
you're
what?
stealing all of the notes here.
Yeah.
One of these is very clearly a ship's log. It
Naturally.
has the nameplate on the front,
Brilliante.
and it has entries inside with dates. So this is a captain's log. We're keeping track of where the ship has gone and what's to be known.
Excellent.
Others are almost certainly log books containing information on things like cargo, because there are some that are clearly accounting. You've got entries for income in and out. So here's someone keeping track of the cargo being purchased and sold.
I take all that. Put it in.
By the way, do you have points in accounting?
I do. I have 70 points in accounting.
Okay, so you know exactly what you're looking at here. You're looking at accounting books. You can
Got to know
if
what
you take these with you. You can read them at your leisure.
As he's looking
with your
through,
skill, you could just page through them now to get a gist of what you want if you wanted to.
well, as he's looking even at them just to see what they basically are, I'll go over to the armoire.
Okay.
And I'll open that up and see if there's anything in there of value or interest.
Okay. You can make yourself a sanity roll.
God damn it! Let's see, where am I at sanity-wise? Not great. Oh, success! 36 out of 44.
Okay, you won't lose any because when you open it, there's a moment where someone is staring back at you.
And then he falls out.
No. And you realize it's a mask.
Is
Mounted
it
on the back of the armoire?
what kind of mask? Is it one of those African masks?
Yes, it is.
I scream. Like loud, like ah!
Everybody will hear that.
I'm going to grab it and smash it to pieces if I can.
It appears to be fixed to the back. You'll have to unhook it.
Okay, I'm going to topple the armoire. I don't want it to see me anymore.
Well, the armoire is fixed to the wall.
Oh, God, I have no luck.
Yeah, you'll have to... Basically, the mask is mounted on some kind of a hook or hanger. You'll have to unhook it.
No, I'm not looking at it that much. I'm just like, mask, there's another mask.
Well...
I throw the lantern into the armoire and I run.
I think it's time to go. As he does that, I open up the door, go to where I put the sword down, pick it up, and toss it out the window.
Okay.
Wait,
so you're throwing it into the water?
I throw the sword into the water.
Okay.
I'm fleeing. We're done. They're coming. I know they're coming. I just run. There's no light. I run up the corridor in pitch blackness, stumble up the steps as best I can. I'm off this boat. I threw the lamp into the armoire. It probably shattered and lit the armoire at least somewhat on fire.
So the armoire is either smoldering or burning at this point.
I'm running.
And you are the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't have a phobia of masks, but there's definitely a monster in that mask too.
Yeah. It was mounted inside an armoire so that you see it when you open the door.
And it was probably whispering. I just didn't hear it. I'm out of here.
Yep.
Down the gangplank.
What about the rest of you when you hear a scream? Because the rest of you will hear that.
Sorry,
yeah,
yes.
I'm heading up as soon as I hear the scream.
Yeah.
So
you guys have seen the chains down there, and then like someone screaming like, "Okay, time to go, time to go."
Yep. Oh no, there's no.
That's our cue. Let's get out of here.
Might have overreacted a little, friends. Sorry.
So you guys make it up to the deck. Across the gangplank. Now the question is, did anybody off the ship hear the scream?
There was not much time between the scream and me rushing out of that place and taking off. Oh wait, no, there was. I was trying to get the mask. I tried to get the mask. I tried to move the armoire, so maybe 30 seconds.
Doesn't appear that anybody heard.
I just take off. I'm off. I run away.
We book.
Yeah. I did because honestly, if someone heard that, most likely the reaction is someone thinks someone's in trouble and is coming to help. Which is still potentially problematic.
Someone thinks someone's in trouble and decides to walk the other way.
Yeah.
It is New York City.
So you guys come off down the gangplank and hit the dock. No one seems to have given you a whole lot of notice. Good. And doing the like, leaving now.
Yeah, I ran. I'm running all the way back to the fires. As long as I can run.
You will attract attention.
That's okay.
Because you're running.
You
can see several people like, what the fuck?
I don't care. I'm out of here.
He was masked. He's masked.
Yeah.
Oh crap! The mask is still over my face. Yeah. Oh no.
People are actually looking at where you're coming from on the assumption that you're running away from something, or where you're going. You want to make a luck roll.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're running and wearing a mask, someone might think you're a thief and try to stop.
Right. 69 is a fail by 3 points.
Well, remember, you can spend luck on
69
luck.
is 66.
So you can spend 3
Yeah,
points to
I'll
make
spend
it
the
a
luck,
success.
or if that will allow me to unmask at
Yeah,
some
basically
I'm
run to
still
the end of
wearing
the
a
pier
mask at some
and then
point and
take that
get
off.
gone. Yeah.
So get to the end of the pier before anybody thinks you're some kind of a thief or something,
Or wants to deal with me.
and then rip the mask off. Yeah, and slow down a bit.
I also take the mask off and
I forgot
slow
about that.
down as such to rendezvous with the other.
Yeah. So you
investigators.
guys will meet the guys coming up from the hold. Do you want to put the hold cover back where it was?
Thanks.
No,
I'll set the crowbar down and I'll just keep going. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't care much about that. I mean, you've already shattered a door, so what's the difference?
Our 5th failed burglary,
didn't do
folks.
anything.
Good job.
Yeah. And you guys get off the ship.
Are we looking to steal things? I thought we were just going for information.
Yep. As you're doing
Failed
that,
burglary as in it ended in a weird way, not
as you guys make your way down the dock, then you realize, all of you, the 4 of you, not the one of you who ran, but the other 4 of you, will realize someone is in fact watching. Because there's a person who now separates from a shadow and is moving toward you. He was hiding and he was watching. Do you want to? And as he does that, he looks like he wants to stop you and engage you. But he's one of him and 4 of you, so if you want to just push past him, you can.
I will stop and engage with him.
I will
I'll
also
back up,
want to engage.
I'll back up the boss.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll back up the boss. I always back up the boss.
He says, not to take up your time, gentlemen, but may I have a word?
May have a few.
And he sort of withdraws back into the shadow. Was using the corner of a building for cover. He's picked a spot where the light doesn't fall.
Yeah.
He's picked a good hiding spot, which is to say he's probably been here for a while.
I will approach the position he's in, but definitely be shifting from walking with my shillelagh to holding my shillelagh.
Yeah. And when you actually enter the corner of the building there, you can also just smell a faint smell of tobacco. In other words, he's probably been here for a while. It has been smoking on and off.
Yeah.
Or some such. He's been here a while, one gets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to trouble you, gentlemen, but were you, and I'm sorry to be so forward, were you aboard Brilliante?
What's it to you if we were?
Well, you're not sailors.
And they're not merchants, are they?
What gave that away?
No, sir, they're not. I mean, they are, but merchants of a specific kind.
We are concerned citizens.
Now, there's few of those in this area.
It only takes a few.
And your interest in this ship?
Several years ago, Captain Nicholas was arraigned in court for slaving. He paid a fine and went about his way. It changed nothing. I represent a group of concerned citizens who would fare to see Captain Nichols hanged. And I had no intention of simply boarding the ship in the middle of the night to investigate in such a fashion, and yet I could swear I saw you gentlemen, 5 of you enter and 4 leave, unless I count the men who fled. Was he with you?
I think perhaps you go first.
I would happen to say that you saw no one enter and leave.
If you mean so,
I want to do a charm.
Can
I do a charm on that?
Yeah.
It's a 44 out of 50, so regular success.
I see what you mean, sir. So, no, in truth, my eyes must have been mistaken.
Well, that's.
Well,
But if
can you tell us anything about the men? Where they like to go? Perhaps they've said when they're heading out next.
I don't make a habit of speaking them face to face. And with a bit of a flourish, he strikes his pipe, strikes a match to light his pipe, so you can see his face.
Okay.
He's black.
Oh, okay.
Making the point about why he doesn't talk to these men face to face.
Mm-hmm.
huh.
Do you? They seem to keep special cargo. Do you know anything about why or who they might be selling the special cargo to?
Their purchasers are powerful and influential men throughout the city, and those further south. Most of their victims they transport southward,
Hmm.
but they have sold several of their captives locally,
Hmm.
with the cooperation, of course, of very powerful men.
How often, give or take, do they make port here in Manhattan?
Every month or so. They're here for a week, give or take. They're protected by Rossiter Betts. Now, those of you with any political connections, you know who Rossiter Betts is. He's a
Okay.
judge.
He's a judge. Okay.
I have some law knowledge, but I don't know.
He's a corrupt judge.
Okay. I should say I have 25 in law. I'll put it that way.
Rossiter
Like-
Betts is a corrupt judge.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, with a 55, I know him to be a corrupt judge.
Yeah. In other words, if you want a kidnapped person declared a slave to be legally sold, he'll do it for $5.
Gotcha.
Okay.
He disgraces the office.
Yeah.
He also holds a
Let's kill
position. He is also technically the city clerk. That is to say, he is responsible for handling the clerk's court.
Yeah.
So, by virtue of a number of these kind of prestigious positions, he holds a lot of influence over protecting people from criminal charges and allowing slavers to operate. He's their face.
So we know who we need to remove from office and get me elected to office.
Yeah. And that's the kind of thing that if you had with that knowledge of law and politics, you might probably suspected that he might have been such a man. This guy is telling you that he is certainly that man.
Okay.
You had a list of maybe if these kidnappers have a face man, you would have a list of 4 or 5 candidates. He's now
And he'd
narrowed
be
that
one
list
of them.
down to 1.
Yeah.
He can tell you which one it is. That Betts is the man. He's the one providing them legal cover to do what they do.
It's at this point that I say it would be a shame, or it would be a boon, perhaps, to take down such a man if we had a ledger of one of his accomplices in our possession, and I pull out the ledger.
Sweet Lord, I think you do.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
I know a man who can help you. His name is Ruggles. David Ruggles. He owns a bookstore. He's an associate of mine.
How could Mr. Ruggles aid us?
He has a network of men who are perfectly willing to assist insofar as they may. If this information is what I hope it is, then he could help you get it to those who could make use of it.
Well, I can examine the book myself, and then, if it proves of interest to Mr. Ruggles, you have my word, it will find its way to his shop.
You'll find it at the corner of Reed and Hudson, at number 6 Hudson, just west of Broadway. It's hard to miss.
Got it. I look to, oh, Captain, my captain.
Definitely think we have some things to look into. I'll look to the our African friend here. If ever you need anything, you come to this address. I give him the address of the firehouse.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
If anyone asks anything, just tell them you're one of the Black Irish.
Understood. And in the meantime, it was a pleasure not seeing you this evening.
Yes.
As we have had a lovely time not meeting.
Yes.
Before we part ways, does the name Wilkerson and Sampson mean anything to you?
They're importers. We suspect they're involved in some way as well.
They're involved.
Yes, so I think we have figured out that they are definitely involved.
We've never been able to pin anything on them directly, but that's hardly the surprise. It's a good bet that several of the captives were delivered directly to either those men or those they transport them to. Mr. Ruggles suspects that Wilkerson and Sampson are the ones who handle the distribution for certain captives who remain in the New York area. Deciding who it is that these men will be transported to and where they will be kept. They ship most of their captives south, not all.
I look to the men around me. Do you think tonight's going to be particularly long, gentlemen?
If it has to be.
Personally think it's been long enough this evening.
Right. In that case, another night.
Okay.
The spoils will do for now.
Okay, so you guys will head home, get some rest yourself.
How's my arson doing?
No results so far. I suspect the fire probably burned itself out inside the arbour.
I did throw the sword overboard.
Yes, you did.
Did you keep the guns?
I did keep the guns.
Okay, I thought good.
Yep.
I give them to him for his good work.
Yeah.
To me?
The box,
yeah, they're yours.
the box, by the way, also contains cleaning rods, loading rods, and 2 powder horns, each designed to measure 1 shot.
Okay.
So basically, it's a little thing. It measures, you fill it with gunpowder, it measures the exact right amount for 1 bullet.
Ooh, I have guns now. I don't know how to use them very well, but I have them.
In other words, these are dueling pistols.
Okay.
They're also worth quite a bit.
Ooh.
Exactly. That's the part.
If you don't use them, you can probably get $100 or more for this.
Are these rifles or handguns?
Dueling pistols. If you give them to me, I give them back to you to fence for me. You know what I mean?
Well, all right then.
Because I don't know much about guns.
If you want a gun, you can buy one you can sell these
Oh
buy a
yeah,
gun and have a lot left over.
buy a bunch more. Okay, so whatever he gets minus whatever he takes out of that as his fee, I would like that total at some point because
Depending on how lucky he gets, he might get $100 or more for this set.
God,
Yep.
It's
So
worth
that's
it.
a very nice set.
Yeah, that's the point.
You
If
could
you really
afford
want a
to.
gun, you could buy a much cheaper gun. These are
holy
expensive because
crap!
they come with a box, they come with art and inlay.
Well,
I bet you can afford to rent a proper apartment.
I live in the firehouse mostly.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about the difference between like a Porsche
Yeah,
and a Toyota.
and a
They're
Datsun.
both
Yeah,
cars. One costs a lot more than the other.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
so
while selling these, I take extra care not to let it come back to me.
yeah,
I go
it's a
through.
good idea.
I go through a secondary fence, essentially, to like
you
create
can
like
lose it.
a double layer of deniability, even if it means that my net profit is lower. I don't
Yeah.
want the
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah, you're going to lose some
Yeah.
money doing that, but it'll be a lot safer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It'll also
your
take more time.
safety is more important than the money.
That's to the future,
Yeah.
though.
Okay, so that I believe will end Thursday.
Yep.
You will be able to go over the account books
25th.
Excellent.
and digging through those. What you'll find is on the surface, the account books look completely mundane. In other words, there's no evidence of any kind of wrongdoing here. You should, however, make yourself an accounting roll.
Mm-hmm. Could I take my time for a bonus die? Like really pouring over it over the course of like a day?
If you're willing to take like all of Friday to do it.
I will take all of Friday to do it. That would be a 32, which is a hard success.
Okay, so two things.
Okay.
The first thing you'll start to notice is some of the accounts don't match with some of the locations in the logs. In other words, there's expenditures and income that doesn't seem to match up physically with some of the locations in the log. But then as you dig further, you realize there's things missing here. Gaps.
Gaps in time, you're saying?
Yeah, and then it clicks in one weird little moment. Hold the page up to a fire.
Mm-hmm.
And notice that
Visible
the
ink.
entry is written in what is basically lemon juice invisible ink.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
fills
you
in
did
the
something
gaps.
with that with one of us.
There's your proof.
That was awesome.
Written in invisible ink.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have noticed it unless you really understood
Mm-hmm.
how accounts work, and unless you had it paired with the logbook. In other words, one of these things alone wouldn't have done the job. The two together, plus knowing what you're doing, and you can start to see expenses. For instance, here's an expense listed as $756 in Elmina, in Ghana.
Mm.
That's in invisible ink. The next entry lists a loss of $756 officially for hull repairs. Except that the hull repairs are performed not in Ghana, not in Elmina. The log has the shipping in the port of Addis that night where the repairs are performed.
Mm-hmm.
So the cost of purchasing what are certainly captives is camouflaged as the cost of hull repair. These people are smart. They know what they're doing.
Not smart enough for Conley Fay.
Yeah.
To him, amateur.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the next day's paper about a burglary of the Brilliante?
They won't even mention it now.
Mm.
Nobody thought
They wouldn't go
it was
to
a
the
burglar.
cops.
Nobody went to the police. They certainly wouldn't.
That's what I
The last
figured,
thing they want
actually.
is the police sniffing around, because
Yeah.
while they have a judge on their side and they have some policemen on their side, they don't have all the policemen.
Mm.
They don't need an official investigation going on.
That could bring in a policeman they don't own.
Right.
No reason. In other words, they know someone did this. They're probably now looking to investigate it on their own.
It was a really sloppy job.
Oh yeah. Point is, the investigation will be them searching out who did it, not the police.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
There's not much of a
I don't know
chance
how
of
they
them
let it-
finding us. Is there?
Without magic, probably not.
Oh yeah, they're magic people. Oh yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah. Other than the fact that you saw what might have been a magic alarm, I wouldn't be worried in the least.
I'm worried. I'm always worried.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is
course.
you've sort of seen them do a magic alarm. Do they have another magic thing that
Yeah.
might identify you?
I'm glad I got rid of those pistols. Maybe they can track him down. Maybe Faye's other fence is going to turn up dead.
As a
Yeah.
part of my process here of taking down of going through the information, I create a secondary record in normal ink of all the transactions, transcribing everything I can into a fresh ledger, essentially creating a hard copy that I can present alongside the original evidence.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you'll still need to make sure you have the originals, because otherwise all you've got is your own handwriting, which proves nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But I am going, after I'm finished, I am going to try and call Brick, Dear Sweet Brick, to escort
Call
me
it.
to call Dear Sweet Brick to escort me to David Ruggles' store at the corner of Reed and Hudson.
Sure, we can go that night if you want.
Yeah.
Like after work.
Yes.
So,
I also, because you always share information, I explain it as what I found as best I can. As best I can.
So
You might want
the
to
two
tell
of you are
Mr.
going to go
Tully.
on Friday then. Are you guys? What are the rest of you doing Friday?
I'm probably working for most of the Friday and Saturday since.
Well, Saturday is the competition. You're going to be
Right.
company in the park.
That's probably also why I'm working extra on Friday, so I can
Take Saturday off.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So.
What about the rest of you guys?
I'm probably doing something similar with my dad's.
Okay, working ahead,
store.
Basically.
Yeah,
Until
I'm
you have said
basically pulling a double shift, so my brother will pull a double shift then the next day. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so then Friday, then just basically one thing, which is to visit Ruggles' bookstore. It's like your man said, it's easy to find. It's at the corner of Reed and Hudson, and what makes it particularly easy to find is the large sign that announces that copies of The Liberator are sold here.
Is that an
It's an
abolitionist
anti-slavery newspaper? Yeah. And there's a large sign informing you that you could buy a copy of that here. Like it dominates the front window.
I don't know what The Liberator. I don't think Kevin knows what The Liberator is. I just look at it.
You would. It's hard not to know. It's an abolitionist newspaper.
That's right. Colin keeps trying to get me to read those things. He's like, "I've done with this one. Why don't you take it?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir, Mr. Fay."
Whether you've ever actually read a copy is a different issue. Knowing what it is, you certainly know what it is. Whether you've ever actually picked one up, that's a different issue.
I never.
In the same way that most people know, for instance, what Arabic is. That doesn't mean they speak it.
Yeah.
I know Arabic is a language. That doesn't mean I know much about it. This thing is a newspaper. It's about abolitionism.
This is perfect. No one is going to question Conley Fate, known abolitionist, walking into
an abolitionist bookstore. Yeah,
a
bookstore owned by a black man where they sell abolitionist newspapers.
I just follow Mr. Fay, confused.
Yep. As for David Ruggles, well, he is the kind of man who he's always in motion, is about the best way to put it. You know those sort of people who feel like they're constantly doing two things at a time?
Mm-hmm.
He's got that kind of feel. Like he's not just talking to you, he's also making a note here, looking up something there. Like this is a man who doesn't seem to slow down much. You will notice that he will grab a pair of eyeglasses to look up something, then put them down to talk to you. But the sort of guy who these days probably would be wearing bifocals if he could afford them.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes he uses them and sometimes he doesn't. What he can tell you about, and I simplify a lot because he'll probably be there an hour or more,
Oh my God.
if you're so inclined to chat with this man.
Kevin is so bored.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, you could
I'm
browse
watching
the books.
I know. I can barely read. I'll keep an eye on the door. Is it a glass? Is there like glass panes in the door you can see out on the street or something?
Yeah.
Or
Although
good?
you have to look around the big poster advertising the newspaper.
That's okay. I'll kind of wander around the front of the store and just make sure people wearing robes or masks don't show up.
So what he can tell you basically is that Ruggles is involved with a group who call themselves the Vigilance Committee. And their mission is to protect people from being enslaved or kidnapped. They do this by a mixture of activism, violence, and warning. In other words, if they know slave catchers are in town, they warn people.
When he says violence,
if they know someone is being looked for, they hide them. Ruggles himself, he's a bookseller. He goes nowhere without a revolver.
Ooh, he must have money.
He owns a bookstore.
Revolvers are expensive right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He also, he owns a business, so he's not poor.
Okay. He's African?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fun fact, he is actually the first black man to open a bookstore in the United States.
Oh, really? This is a real person? That's cool.
It's real, yeah, it's real person.
That's super cool.
Yeah. That's super cool.
He's also responsible for what I think is one of the greatest bits of shade ever thrown at somebody. He's on a train riding from Pittsburgh back to New York.
You've told this story, Kevin.
In the dark, he's that guy.
Okay, yeah. I've heard this story. It's a good story.
You know the one about the would you marry a black man?
Yeah,
I would. Would you marry a black woman? I totally would. It'd be great.
And then they find out he was a black. The white guys that in the dark find out he was a black guy the whole time.
Yeah, because they were talking in the dark. Mm-hmm. So the whole conversation
they couldn't tell the difference
in an unlit railroad car.
They couldn't tell he was black. How's that possible?
Yeah. How would they know? Until they can see him, they can't tell. Yeah, because racists are dumb.
Why, we thought you were white.
Yeah, because racists are stupid.
I would like to shake Mr. Ruggles' hand, introduce myself, and say that I was recommended his store while I was out on a walk the other night by the pier, and while there I met with a friend who recommended. He said that. I was telling him about the most interesting book I'd come across, and he said that I should bring it to his good friend, Mr. Ruggles, and I pushed the ledger towards him. Such an interesting read.
Oh. And he takes it, looks it over.
Did anybody tell O'Reilly what happened with the guy in the shadows, or did you just leave him in the dark? Just left him in the dark. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just here.
And he's pretty convinced that this could stand up.
I make sure to chime in with it's a particularly good read in the evening. Something to hold up to the light.
Something to I gotcha. Yeah, he's following what you're doing there. And
Kevin is not.
This may stand up. What he can tell you in return is that he's aware of some of these people who are currently being held captive in New York. And he knows for a fact, for instance, that one such man is being held, as you guys had suspected, at Mr. Wilkerson's house on Broadway. He's been unable, of course, to get in. But what you're looking at here looks like several other, that, and it goes as far back as that, because you go back 15 years, match this up with other stuff, and there you are.
Another burglary coming up. This time we're going to steal a person.
Is it really a burglary or a liberation?
More like a rescue.
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 Yeah, we got to burgle to get in, though. Anyway, sorry.
I know.
Yeah. So he can do that. He'll also tell you, though, he has been following the story with the fires and learned about that too, and knows, he's heard of you that you're in a fire company, and was wondering if you know anything about that, because it's sort of intrigued. He's followed it in the newspaper.
I definitely tell him about that there's something fishy about Neptune Company.
Masks.
That
That doesn't surprise him. Caleb Meek is on his hot list.
What it? Okay.
He's
that
Neptune's
it
foreman.
that it seems that they've been appropriating culture from those that they've stolen from their homeland.
What does that mean?
The masks.
No, the masks.
We're not. They
I got some African masks. They're evil.
I tried to describe the figure that we couldn't identify to Mr. Ruggles.
Thought we knew who
He's
that.
not sure of that. He admits he doesn't know his way much around those sorts of things.
Sure.
But he thinks about it for a moment, and he's wondering, he's thinking maybe he knows someone who does. And the name he hits on is Friedrich Schmidt.
Friedrich Schmidt.
He's an academic. He's not. Mr. Ruggles is not sure if Schmidt is still in the country. He comes from Bavaria. He was here doing some research. He contributed while he was here to the abolitionist cause. But he's not sure if Schmidt has left the country yet. At some point, he was planning to go back to Bavaria. And he's not sure whether he's actually done so yet. If he's still here, he was staying at the Broadway Hotel. So if he's still here, you can find him there.
Worth a check.
He hasn't spoken to him in several weeks, but has no idea whether he's actually packed his bags and gotten on a ship at this point.
Do you know about the masks? I'll ask
Why
Mr.
would you
Ruggles.
He doesn't, but Schmidt might.
I just nod.
Why would you want to be anywhere else but here? New York, New York.
No. Ruggles is an abolitionist and a publisher. He knows very little of African history and mythology. But Professor Schmidt does.
Exactly.
Part of the reason, apparently, is it'll come out here, is that the reason that he and Schmidt got along was Schmidt was interested in African history, something Mr. Ruggles knows very little about. And so was interested in a guy who knew basically more about the history of Africa. But Ruggles was born in America. He's never been to Africa. But here's a guy from Bavaria who has been to Africa.
Right.
Ruggles is actually from Connecticut. So he's about as African as most Connecticut people from Connecticut.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So are we done here, Faye?
I think we're done. I make sure to thank Mr. Ruggles and wish him my best, and leave the original of the ledger with him. And I make sure to keep my copy for personal examination and redundancy.
And the ship's log.
He's also got people. I mean, he's to put in perspective, there are a number of people who have threatened to kidnap and enslave him. He has reminded them visually and verbally that the first guy who tries that is dead.
Bring it.
They might kill. He's like, you might kill me, but you're never going to enslave me, and I promise I'm not going alone.
Ruggles is a badass.
That's why he carries a revolver. He's taken at least 6 of them with him if they try.
That is in my note.
I wish I had one of those. I'll grab the bill of my cap as I follow Mr. Fay out and give him a little
Okay.
respectful.
And
Touch
as
the
it's
forehead.
11 o'clock, it seems like a good point to wrap up for tonight. So
Mhm.
you may have done some real serious harm to a
Schmidt.
band of slavers.
Mhm.
The unanswered question, the big one that remains unanswered, is there a connection between the 3 people who burned?
That's it.
They all had the book.
I mean,
They all had
outside
the
of the
book.
books they had.
Yeah.
We still need to visit the author.
And that.
I haven't done that.
We'll put that off for the moment.
Yeah, and the slave in the basement of what's his face's house
And a little cultural
was probably
appropriation, as it were.
forced to
Appropriation.
teach them magic. Maybe.
What?
Hmm?
The warehouse. There's something about the warehouse as well. They're transporting people there. They were holding people there.
Well, they're the Samson and what's her faces are the local distributors.
Wilkerson,
basically.
Yeah, they're,
Yeah,
remember, they're not a
Wilkerson,
warehouse.
Sampson, and
They're
local
it's an office.
distributors.
Oh, sorry, the
They
office.
people
Yes.
through there.
There's something at the
we no
office.
longer in New York. You can't use jails
Right.
for holding enslaved people anymore because slavery is not legal in New York.
Right.
So they could probably hold an individual at their office.
Yeah.
Notice most of the people they kidnap are heading south. They just
Right.
keep them on the ship until they ship out.
There were none on the
Mhm.
ship this time. What does that mean?
Either they haven't kidnapped anyone recently,
They might have gone
Or-
south, dropped off the
They've
load,
sold
come back to
everyone
New
or
York,
they've just returned,
Yeah.
having sold their previous
and they're
captives.
getting ready to head across again, possibly. Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and they may be now on the lookout for more captives.
I wish we'd have burnt that fucking ship to the whole line, to the water line.
Or that.
Oh well. It was an impromptu attempt at arson. That never goes as well as you want.
Yeah.
How are we for the 22nd? Weeks out?
Should be good. And I will be there. I am
Yeah.
so sorry about the being late to this session.
We were cursing
That's
your
okay.
name, Graham.
Understandable.
Okay,
Curse him.
we still got quite a bit done.
Some more than others.
I think we still got quite a bit done though.
Don't throw me under the bus.
All right. So I will see some of you then next week. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Next week
Yep.
is for sure this time.
Yeah.
Down Dark
Aaron,
Trails.
Aaron,
For
you're
real.
good for the 22nd because you brought it
Yeah.
up in Scott's game.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
The 22nd was just a confusion on my part.
Cool.
I had scrolled up and saw the 22nd as the first other date, so that's what I went with.
Okay.
And of
So-
course, all of this, presupposing I don't get called in at the last minute to work something.
If you do, just
Yeah,
let
I
us
gotta-
know, man.
I
Yeah.
will. Like I got a call this afternoon from the assigner asking me if I could work a game tomorrow.
Mm.
On the other hand, it's a varsity game, so it's a good payday. I don't want to pass it up.
Yeah.
No, just let us know as soon as you know.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Okay, we'll do.
We get it, man. Like I have
Okay,
days
wait.
where it's like,
Let's
shit,
say
my
bye.
people called out.
Let's say bye, everybody. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.